Okay, so we're live. I think we're live everywhere. Let's see what's happened since yesterday. Brittany's in, George is in. I understand they have found some more bodies. Let me see if WFAA. (109) confirmed dead, still 160 known to be missing. Of course, there's probably others that they don't know that are missing. More rain is expected today, and that's for here. Let me see if Channel 5 has anything they want to add to it. Abbott says we have to find every single person, and he says there's 161 still missing. I guess they found Pat's Pat and his wife Corey both said thank you to everybody. It's going to be short and sweet with Pat. I guess they found his brother's family. Families confirmed 7 North Texas girls missing in Camp Mystic flooding are recovered. Now, when is that? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to ask Google again. We did this yesterday. How long has it been since they found? When was the last flood victim found alive in Central Texas? They're still saying the last flood victim found alive in Kerr County, Central Texas, was rescued on Friday. Authorities have not located anyone else since then as search and rescue efforts continue. The focus has shifted to recovering bodies as the chances of flooding survivors diminish with time. But they haven't called it yet, so they're still. But it's been now Friday to Saturday to Sunday to Monday to Tuesday to Wednesday, 5 days or more since they found a person that was alive. Let me get back to our deal. So we continue. I'm going to post a prayer request shortly. We need to thank all of the first responders that are down there that are helping. they're still saying that I guess the Kansas City Chiefs have airlifted a bunch of supplies, and I'm sure money, because one of the Hunt family's cousin or relative was perished. Says Blake Shelton and Luke Bryant are down there helping. They're Texans. Yeah, it's Dallas Fire and Rescue's there. There's all kind of, they don't need people, they need money. So and there's several different links on our group to send money that are just, it's not through Memories, it's through WFAA or Channel 5 or Kerrville. Just look for those. Look for WFAA links or posts that I've shared and scroll through their deal, and it'll have plenty of ways to donate, because they're going to need a bunch of money. And the cleanup started yesterday. Let me find a prayer request. Richard Carr is down there. I don't guess he's up, well, he's up. I know he's up. I don't guess he's on the feed yet, but he's been keeping us advised of stuff that he can see that's going on. Anybody got anything they want to, Maryland's in, they want to talk about? Or we heard from Pastor Neely Reynolds yesterday. He was actually performing a wedding in Comfort, Texas, which is 20 miles away from Kerrville, on the 5th of July. And so he was talking about huge trees, 20, 30, 40-foot trees that are just laying on the ground. The force of those waters was unbelievable. For me, it's hard for me to visualize a grown man or a woman trying to hold onto a tree, but I guess it's just too much. Yeah, it's what list did you send me, Brittany? I've had so many lists and stuff sent me. How did you send it to me? Messenger, I think. It's cut off. The thing is cut off. See your stuff at the top? Can you just send the you can't, I mean, it's cut off. Wait a minute, maybe this one isn't. No, they're cut off. I mean, you can't. I saved it. I guess you can see the bottom part of it, but it doesn't say who it's from or anything, so. I'm going to see what it looks like. I'm going to post it. If the internet will start working. There must be problems with the internet. With that blue light's on over there, so I don't understand it. Yeah, I can't even get the internet to work. I guess we're lucky to be live. I absolutely have more problems with the internet than oh, the blue light's on. There it is. It finally worked. Yeah, you can't. It doesn't work, Brittany. There's no link. There's no way to share it, or, I mean, that's what it looks like. There's nothing to click to take you to. That doesn't work. I posted it, but it's no. That doesn't work. So I'm taking it down. Bill is in. On what channel? 5. Okay, let me see if I can find 5. We're kind of running backwards here this morning. Something's up with the internet, I guess. Won't even. Yeah, there it is. Here's that country guy that they said donated $30 million, Josh Weathers. But his show was canceled, so they're not, that's not working. Okay. Let me see if any of the national news are. I can't believe the CIA said they've exposed a corruption ring. Oh, that was in his first term. Nothing. Well, okay. No. No, Pat's family, I don't even think they've been found. There's not been one person found since Friday alive. Maybe he did. He was supposed to do a concert or something, and that apparently they canceled it or whatever. For sure, George Strait gave $3.5 million. For sure. I haven't even had a chance to look at that ICE where they tried to take over an ICE detention center or something. Why are they bringing up Gary Coleman's death? How many years has that been? 15 years, and they're investigating that? That's a little late, isn't it? His ex-wife took a polygraph test administered by a retired FBI special agent. Well, that's some kind of... That's not the authorities. She's trying to get money or something. Yeah, she's trying to bring it back to the limelight. Okay, so we know that there's not been a person found alive since Friday. That's over 100 hours, so they haven't moved it to strictly a recovery deal yet, but I'm sure that's probably going to happen by the weekend. They don't get in your cars or trucks and go down there and think you're going to lend a hand. I mean, the thought's good, but just don't leave your house. Go online and donate money. Well, that's good. So life moves on regardless. There's Janie Anderson Coleman. So we keep moving forward. I do not know where we're eating Saturday. We're still talking about everything that's happening down in near Kerrville, those camps. I posted a map yesterday. There's several of those camps. That's a beautiful part of the state. I guess that's why they're there. And I think that Camp Mystic got hit the hardest. I don't know about other camps, but yeah, I guess it moved on towards New Mexico. I saw a video yesterday of floodwaters there. I mean, that water's moving. It could knock a building down. One of Trump's people, Homeland Security lady, she visited Camp Mystic. And I sure hope the government doesn't try to come in and say, well, you should have done this, you should have done that. That's Monday evening quarterbacking. Here's a lady that set up Operation Barbecue Relief. It was in the Gibson's parking lot off Main Street in Kerrville. If you got people knocking, Aaron is in. If you got people knocking on your door asking for donations, don't give it. Call 911. But pretty much all of these links that are posted, there's hundreds of ways you can donate. So I probably am not going to post any more on the group. You can see the post. I make a lot of posts every day for WFAA. And when that link comes up, you just scroll through their deal, and they've got 10 or 12 ways to donate. I was talking to y'all yesterday or the day before. I don't know how many people down there are displaced, but we might be thinking, if you've got a room, or maybe you're a renter, or you have a lot of rental property and you've got a house that's maybe not being rented right now, we might explore with the city, Maddie or city council, if somebody would take somebody in from down there. Wow. This is from the NFL. It says the Kansas City Chiefs donate $50 million for flood victims. They don't want any press, no slogans, just one real heart doing the right thing. That's pretty special. Of course, the Hunt family that owns the Kansas City Chiefs, that used to be the Dallas Texans, one of their family members, a child, was lost. But I said from the get-go, the NFL and the Cowboys and all of that donated $1.5 million. That's like a drop in the bucket. Those owners are worth billions. Jerry paid $240 million for the Cowboys in '89, and it's worth what, 10, 12, 15 billion now. So I truly believe Patrick Mahomes he's a Texas guy, but I believe his heart's in the right place. Or all of these people, George Strait, everybody, all of y'all that have already given, the prayers that have been given. I mean, we've raised thousands of prayers. There's Tommy. It's amazing. Really, I keep emphasizing, Texans take care of Texans. And I'm sure every state would like to be able to say that and can say it. But I guarantee you, I've been around for a long time. When something happens here in our state, you can bet we're on the way. Either with money, food, clothes, hands, manpower. When somebody in Texas hurts, we all hurt. And we're coming. And Texans know that. So, they found a body on Monday. No, I Googled it, unless Mr. Google doesn't know what they're talking about. It said Friday was when the last time they found anybody alive, and I don't think Pat Green's family, I don't think they've been found. They say now there's 161 that they know of. You know, there's people, like I was talking to Stacy yesterday, there's people that are lost that we didn't know about. What about if there's homeless people down there? It's going to take a while. Of course, the rebuilding will take years. I guess all of the rest of those camps I haven't heard, but I'm sure the rest of those camps have closed down. They're saying it was a 100-year deal. I researched it a little bit after talking to Reverend Reynolds. Well, we're not even going to have that up on the deal, Aaron. So, Pat Green's a personal friend of mine. Don't be putting anything about his personal life up there. I forget where I was now. Anyway, we just need to all keep praying, and Maddie will get with us probably Friday or Monday and tell us a direction to go. I'm sure after this recovery or rescue recovery mode, Victor's in, good morning, moves strictly to recovery, then they're already in the cleanup stage. Richard Carr told us that 2 days ago. So, but there'll probably be some point where individuals can help in that way, but we're not there yet. In fact, Richard said everybody that's in the cleanup deal is city, state, or federal people. So keep praying and send money. They need money desperately. And there's a gazillion ways you can donate. You don't have to go far. Just go on the internet, and if you don't find it on our group, go to any of the reputable television national chains or local 5, 4, 8, or 11. Anything they have posted is going to be checked out and verified. I don't even know who's in charge of dispersing money to people down there. I guess the Red Cross or Salvation Army, or maybe the state. There's somebody down there that will be dispersing the money. Of course, that's where people will come up and say, oh, I had a house over there, or my Winnebago was over there, and so they'll have to it'll all have to be verified, I'm sure. It's just another disaster, and the people that have tried to make this thing political, I've already kicked off about 83 people, or 84 to be exact, from this group and from the political group also. So if you post something that's politicizing this thing, it'll be the last post you make on any of my groups. And that's not a threat, that's a promise. Okay, so okay, now here's a deal from Visit Fort Worth. Below is a list of Fort Worth businesses who are providing tragedy. Okay, City Boots, Hotel Grover, Tim Love, one of our sponsors, John Burnell, one of our sponsors, Rex Benson, Cook's Children's, the Cowboys. Okay, so I'm going to share this. How do I share this? Well, y'all should have made it shareable. It's alright, let me copy it. Okay, I'm copying the link and I'm going to share it. I think it's already on our group, but I'm sharing it again. No, that won't let me do it. It's on Visit Fort Worth, and it has shareable links. And let me see if it's actually on the group. It's not on our group, but I think it's on the main Facebook group. Yeah, it's on Facebook. There's the Kansas City Chiefs coach, Andy Reid. Andy Reid's, oh my gosh. He's paying for some funeral expenses. Blake Shelton is, and his partner in crime are down there. They're both Texas guys. Yeah, it's just a devastating loss. Lynn is down in the hill country. You can already see areas that they have cleaned up, see areas and debris they have searched, marked, and colored, or white material. Thank you, Lynn. Anything y'all can share, and y'all stay safe. James is in. Wherever we eat Saturday, James or Bill will be there to lead us in prayer. Just a devastating loss. But I'm so proud of everybody that's kicking in. It's something else. Yeah, Rex. All of the pizza sales, I believe, with Rex. Now that La Bistro is still, they're donating 100%. Now there is, Brittany, I can share that thing. It's Michael Barber has got it up, and it's got a shareable link. So I will, you don't have to send it because I'm gonna send it now. That's from the Fort Worth Police. And I'm gonna tag the Fort Worth Police. Okay, I tagged them in it. They're collecting donations for hygiene supplies, non-perishable items, shovels, brooms, trash bags, baby wipes, diapers, all sizes, bleach bottles, socks. People need everything down there. Oh yeah, we posted that jewelry store thing. One of the Bush daughters, yeah, I saw that. They had attended. Well, apparently those camps are famous. You're talking about high influential people down there. Of course, the Hunt family is from Texas, so they have people that own the Chiefs. But there's a lot of people from out of state that their kids go. Those camps are not just a one and done pop-up deal and it's over with. They've been around forever. I told the story yesterday or the day before. I thought back on it last night. I was 7, I believe. My mother carried me up there. She'd already run my dad off. And it was up in Oklahoma. And I'm not real sure of where in Oklahoma. It's kind of a famous camp. Before she could get back to Fort Worth in the car, they had already called and said, "Come, turn around and come back and pick this guy up." So that was the extent. I didn't even last one day. I don't remember. My memory bank doesn't really kick in until about 8 or 9 years old. But whatever it was enough that they said, "Mrs. O'Neill, you need to come back and get this boy." Yeah, but I wasn't big on camps. I mean, I just wasn't. Okay, so anybody got any other stories? Or we've now heard from the families that I know that we converse with, or that they're active on the group. There's 32 of them, and I've now heard from all of them, either by message or by phone, and everybody's safe, with the exception of Pat Green's family. And Pat, like I say, he offices 50, it wasn't even 50, it's 35 feet from me. So here's a story about Pat. Now, I don't know. Corey, Pat's wife, talked to a friend of mine. He's canceled all deals for a while. Pat has been instrumental in help. The 2020 COVID year, he helped us with 4 of our drives, 4 of our giveaways. He was actually we had the big one at Rogers Roundhouse. We gave away paper towels, toilet paper, water, and I mean, we had trailer after trailer after trailer full. And Pat was out there passing out stuff. And then the diaper giveaway, he was active. So that's what I say about Texans helping Texans. Now he's on the receiving end of people praying and lending a hand. So yeah. I think that's the South Texas feed. Yes, parks, Texas Parks and Wildlife, they are naturally involved in it. They police that area. So yeah. Oh, there was one of their officers that was swept away. I have not heard that story. Parks and Recreation, yeah, they're the people that I think have the governance on lakes and such as that. The Guadalupe, the Brazos, all of that, they would be the policing authority, I would think. Is there somebody that would know that? Parks and Wildlife would be probably game wardens also are involved in helping down there. Hold on. My knee has been killing me. I need to take an ibuprofen. Now, as you get older, you have to carry around medicine with you. It's ridiculous. My wife gets on me because I put all of my medicine in just my allergy relief pill box. She said that's against the law. You're supposed to have, because some of it's prescription. I'll just look and see which one is ibuprofen 800. I'll take probably 3 of them a month. Heck to get old. But at least I'm still topside. That's what people say. How you doing? Every day I'm topside. I'm good. Okay, so I will announce where we're going to eat today at around lunchtime. It's not a very festive mood around our state. but you can see all of the people coming together. That's really a moving experience. You know, with all the chaos and everything, they got a pretty good hold of it pretty quick. And I was told last night, one of my distant relatives, in fact, that lives in South Texas, kind of a nut job. That group, he lives on a compound down there in South Texas. They went over to, I guess, try to help, and of course the authorities stopped them immediately and probably arrested half of them. I remember back during the civil unrest deal here, they were on their way in a bus and got caught outside, or coming in on 287 or something, and I think they arrested the entire group of them. Just knotheads. His daddy left him a bunch, about 400 acres of land, and takes all kinds to run the world, I guess. Okay, let me see what else we are experiencing. Anybody know anything that's worth telling? Or talking about? I don't know when somebody's asking funerals. I wouldn't have any idea. I'm sure they're being held at different places. Now Ted Cruz has gotten involved. They're saying the National Weather Service dropped the ball or something. I don't buy any of that. Number one, it's 4 o'clock in the morning when that thing hit. I don't know if they have tornado warning signs down there because it's in rural Texas. I'm sure they do, but it's hard to make the call on that. I mean, it's real easy to say after the fact. Oh yeah, there'll be a lot of people that were out of state. I'm sure they're going to carry their loved ones, have them sent back home or something. Is the military involved? I don't think the military is, but I believe the National Guard in Texas is. I believe Governor Abbott mobilized them. The ranch is saying Texas strong. That's a fact. Now I'm telling you. I was back in the day, I lived up in Kansas City for a while. I was associated with one of the families up there. And I remember there was another guy from San Antonio that worked in our crew, and he got injured or wounded, let's put it that way. And I heard some of those Kansas City people that were from Kansas City say, hell, you don't have to worry about them Texans, they take care of themselves. And that was back in the 70s. Says a close look at Camp Mystic. Boy, that Camp Mystic is right on the Guadalupe. I mean, I'm going to share that. There's the recreation hall. This is an interesting photo. I'm going to post it. I'm going to post it right now in the big group. And that shows everything. It shows where the mess hall is, or all of that. Hold on. Come on, internet. That light's flashing. I'm fixing to call AT&T. Everybody else in this complex never has any problem, except me. Well, if the photo will ever save, then here it goes. Here we go. Y'all take a look at that. Because it shows the recreation hall, the office, the cabins, the dining hall. The Guadalupe River is 20 feet from this Camp Mystic. If the river came out of the banks at all, it affected, I mean, that's why there was so much damage there. And the cabins now are probably a couple hundred yards from the, well, it doesn't show very many cabins. I wonder what's the capacity. I wonder what the capacity is of people that, when they're full. Let me ask Mr. Google if it'll ever come up. How many campers can they have at Camp Mystic to be full? They usually range between 150 to 200. Although the camp's capacity is not explicitly stated in the material. Yeah, that picture though, there's 5 girls and 1 counselor still missing from Camp Mystic. That was as of 5 hours ago, 3 or 4 in the morning. How many passed from Camp Mystic? At least 27 campers and counselors. That's a girls' summer camp. They're saying 11 people are still missing. It's located right on the banks of the Guadalupe River. So you can take a look at that picture and you can get a good, you can see, man, you can throw a rock and hit the Guadalupe River. What a horrible thing. Especially bad on children. They just started their lives. Well, there's people throwing rocks at glass houses on here. National Weather Service was understaffed and the camp's too close to the river. Well, it's been there 100 years. Most people are just, some people just like to have controversial posts. Gives them 2 minutes of fame until I can catch them on our group, and then they're gone. Okay, so it's almost 8 o'clock. I got to get out here and start doing something. There's lots of ways you can donate. I'll be posting more ways on the group. Thanks everybody for your donations to the flood victims. That all the WFAA, the Channel 8 stuff that I posted has links, Channel 5. And thank you for your prayers. And keep them coming. See you in a little bit. Aaron Smelly, he's something wrong with him.
Tomorrow, target the man loading the rocks into the trebuchet. Do not let him put another one in.
McDowell, you gonna make it this time?
Gotcha, sir!
Then now is the time.
All the way, sir! Attaboy! Head gun! This is the one! No. This one in the middle. Come on, baby. Can't tell about these flags, man. Told you I was gonna get your ass back, motherfucker. Sir? Sir?
Watch the window. Get that water cannon now.
Nothing.
Just a few more minutes, sir.
Cut it off.
Shift to the CP! Shift to the CP! Go!
Nothing. What are you doing?
Colonel, it's your private line.
Get it.
USMCF, Colonel Warner's office. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please hold. It's General Wheeler.
away, Colonel. There in 20 minutes.
I don't understand, sir.
You have a prison uprising, you sent for help?
No, I never... We have the situation under control, sir. We're just mopping up now.
Good. Glad to hear it. We'll see you in 20 then.
Very good, sir.